with our efforts. Out of 28 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter the novitiate. Let's consider the doubtful ones again. There's Ermengarde.
Oh, there's no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious, Sister Berta. There's Christina. And there's Maria.
Well, after last night, there can't be any doubt in the Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the Abbey for the day. I told you, Sister Berta. Abbey!
Reverend Mother, I've brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophia, the mistress of the postulants and the mistress of the novices do not see eye to eye about Maria. How do you feel about her?
Well, I love her dearly, but she always seems to be getting in trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I said. She climbs a tree and screams her knee, her dress has got a tear.
She waltzes on her way to mass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her window, she has curls in her hair.
I leave this nervous in the Abbey.
She's always late for chapel,
but her penitence is real.
she's always late for everything except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but I very firmly feel Maria
pest, a granny pest, dried unwanted from its nest.
She can throw a whirling dervish out of world.
She is gentle, she is wise.
She's a riddle, she's a child.
She's a headache.
She's an angel. She's a girl.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria?
Of liberty, she is
A willow with a cloud. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how to make her stay?
And listen to all you say.
How to keep away from all the sun?
Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold a wounded in your
Reverend Mother, may I suggest?
And now, my children, I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I am grateful to you all. Abbey. Come here, Maria. Sit down, Maria. I want to talk to you.
Yes. About last night, Reverend Mother. I was on my knees most of the night because I was late, and after you'd been so kind and given me permission to
It
leave,
wasn't about your being late, Maria.
I must have awakened half the Abbey before Sister Sophia heard me and opened the gate.
Maria, very few of us were asleep. We could only think you had lost your way. And to be lost at night on that mountain.
Reverend Mother, I couldn't get lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It's the mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
You see, when I was a little girl, I used to come down the mountain, climb a tree and look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters at work. I'd hear them sing all the way to Vespers. Many times I went back over the mountain in the dark, singing all the way. That brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it's only here in the Abbey that there's a rule about singing.
Oh, and that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta's always reminding me, but too late after I started singing.
And that day that you were singing in the garden at the top of your voice,
Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, and when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind, too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a child, but I can't quite remember. Please?
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm wooden mittens, brown paper packages tied up in strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver wine winters and winter springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels,
bed. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up in the mountains myself. Maria, in spite of what you saw over the Abbey wall, you weren't prepared for the way we live here, were you?
Well, no, Mother, but I prayed and I tried.
Tell me, Maria, what is the most important lesson you learned here?
Find out what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it's hard to accept?
Even then.
Maria, the dress you wore when you came to us, is that still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother, I'm sure it's been given to the poor. Sister Margaretta said when we entered the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given. Reverend Mother, why are you laugh?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, no, Mother, please, no.
For a while only, Maria.
Oh, don't send me away, Mother. This is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you go out into the world again for a time, you will return to us knowing what it is that we expect of you, and that we do expect it.
But I know what you expect, Mother, and I'll do what I promise.
Maria.
If it is God's will, but where am I to go?
There's a family. A family of 7 children. You like children. You're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man and a brave one. He was given the Maria Theresa Medal by the Emperor. It was for heroism in the Adriatic.
A captain in the Navy? Oh, well, he'll be very strict.
You're not being sent to his battleship. God bless you, Maria.
Reverend Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
These are a few of my favorite things. I've been given permission to sing. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. The moonbeam in your
Yes, sir.
I was calling for the housekeeper, but she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Grandson Quinn.
Who knows? For Franz. Before you arrived, there was a call from Vienna. A Frau Schrader? I have the number of the pantry.
I don't remember. I will be back in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
2. Herr Detweiler
It's that Weiler.
and Frau Schrader.
Who was it that wanted me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They have a telegram for you. It will be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Oh, me 5 hours to be nervous.
And with that scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams.
Well, that's one thing people are saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we'd have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He never used to whistle for us while his wife was alive.
He's being the captain of the ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for. It's humiliating.
The Imperial Navy, the most always whistled for us.
I was never in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You could have been a fortune. You will wait here.
I'm Captain von Trapp. You are Fräulein.
Maria Reyna.
Yes, Fräulein. As for your duties, can you step over there, please? Before the children meet you, you'll need to put on another dress.
But I haven't any other dress. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
Well, the poor didn't want this one.
Is that what you would call a worldly dress?
It was our last postulants. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can make my own clothes.
Oh, good. I will see that some material is brought to you today, if at all possible. Now, Fräulein, you will be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You will find out how far they have progressed in their studies and proceed from there. Every morning is to be spent in the classroom, and every afternoon they march. You will see that at all times they conduct themselves with orderliness and decorum. The first rule of this house is discipline.
Yes, sir!
Children, this is your new governess, Fräulein Maria. When I sound your signal, you will step forward and repeat your name. Fräulein, you will listen. That way you may learn their signal, so you can call them when you want them.
Liesel. Friedrich. Louisa. Kurt. Brigitte.
Rachel.
Now, Fräulein, let's see how well you listen.
I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend. Captain, what I mean is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a very large house and a very large estate, and they've been taught to come only when they hear their signal. Now, when I want you, this is what you'll hear.
You don't have to trouble, sir. I couldn't answer to a whistle.
That's nonsense. Everyone in this house answers to a whistle. I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
This is my orderly, my butler, Fräulein Maria.
Yes, sir.
This is our executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Please see that Fräulein Maria's room is ready.
Yes, sir.
Now, I leave you the children. You are in command.
Pardon me, sir. I don't know your signal.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't be needing it, Captain. Well, now that there's just us, would you mind telling me your names again? How old you are? Now, you're...
I'm Weasel, I'm 16, and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich, I'm 14. I'm a boy.
Boy, why, you're almost a man.
I'm Rebecca.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Rebecca. She's Louisa, and she's 13 years old. And you're smart. I'm 9, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I've ever seen.
Brigitte, you mustn't say a thing like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
If I did think so, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
That's a nice age to be, 11. Almost.
I'm Marta, and I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I'd like a pink parasol.
Pink's my favorite color, too. Oh, you must be Gretel. I'm going to tell you something. You see, I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being a governess?
No.
Well, the first thing you should do is tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Louisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here? My guitar. What did you bring this for? Well, when we all sing together, we don't sing. Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. The first 3 notes just happen to be do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, do, so, la, ti. Pardon? Come on, make it easier. Listen. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long way to run. So, I need a woolen thread, la, a note you follow so. Tea, a drink which has bread, that will bring us back to do. A deer, a female deer, red, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, the long way to run. So I need a woolly thread, la, note you follow so. Tea, a drink which has bread, that will bring us back to dough. Deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, la, a long way to run. So I need a woolen thread, la, a note you follow so. A drink which has bread, that will bring us back to dough. Don't make me fuss enough. So dough. Is that what you call a song? So and so on? Do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on are only the tools we use to build a song. You see, once we have these notes in our head, we can sing a million different tunes.
How do we do that?
By mixing them up. Listen. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you do. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do,
every note, correct?
Yes, please, I did.
But when you sing the word anything, you were using up the 3 notes on one word.
Yes, that's right. Well, sometimes that happens. Now together. When you know the notes you sing, you can sing most anything. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a double star, me, a pig, a bull, myself, nothing to cry. So
Yes?
You don't have to say goodnight as early as because your father's home.
How did you know that my father was home?
I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
No, I'm not. Really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you'd be here tonight with a telegram for Franz?
Every year on his birthday, he gets a telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come in tomorrow night?
Oh, Rolf, you can't be sure you'll have another telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
Oh, I could be my mistake with the telegram for Colonel Schneider. He's there from Berlin. He's staying with the Gauleiter, but no one's supposed to know he's here. Don't tell your father.
Why not?
Well, your father's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Well, some people think we ought to be German. And I'm pretty mad at those that don't think so. They're getting ready to. Let's just hope your father stays out of trouble.
Don't worry about Father. He was decorated for bravery.
It's not your daughter, it's not your father to worry about. It's his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Lisa?
Well, 16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage, for a fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on. You are 16, going on 17, maybe it's time to think. Better beware, be canny and careful, maybe you're on a break. You are 16, going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads in blue lace and cats will over you and wide. Totally unprepared to face a world of men. Timid, shy, and scared of things we don't forget.
The captain leaves for Vienna tomorrow. I have this material he ordered for a new dress for you.
Oh, how nice of him! Oh, even before it's made, it's the prettiest dress I've ever had. Oh, I hope the captain will like it because I'd like to ask him for more materials.
More?
Oh, not for me, for the children. Plain clothes.
The Von Trapp children never play. The captain doesn't like them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll on the grass, think all the rocks and caves.
No, the captain says that the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Oh, yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains for the window and the alcove. They'll be hung tomorrow.
Oh, but these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course, he always has to come home every time he hires a new governess. Sometimes I think the children get rid of their governesses just so they can see their father.
He must want to see them too.
Not since his wife died. They remind him too much of her. You can put that away. You won't be needing it.
Why not?
The captain won't have music here.
You won't have music?
And the captain used to love music. There were many wonderful nights here. His wife would sing, and he would play the violin or the guitar. But he's pushed all that out of his life.
So that's why he's the way he is. But for him not to have music, that's wrong for him and wrong for the children too.
It'll work out. After all, the captain may marry again before the end of the summer.
That would change everything. They'd have a mother again.
It's going to rain. You should close your window.
Dear God, I know that you have sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and prepare them to win her love so she will never want them to leave her. And I pray that this become a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain. God bless Liesel and Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitta, Martha, and little Gretel. And, oh yes, I forgot the other boy. What's his name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless the Reverend Mother and Sister Margareta, everybody at Playbill Abbey. And now, dear God, God please me. Help her to know that I'm her friend. Help her to tell me what she's been up to.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
And help me to be understanding so that I may guide her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
You see, I was out taking a walk and someone locked the doors over the usual, and I didn't want to wake everyone up. So when I saw that your window was open...
Did you climb the trellis to get up here?
That's how we always used to get in here to play tricks on the new governess. Louise had been climbing with a toad in her hand.
Liesel, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if you take that dress off now, nobody would notice it tomorrow. This could just be between you and me. You could put this on. Now, go in there and put your dress in the box of silk. Come back here and sit on the edge of my bed. We'll have a talk.
Today I told you I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
It's you, Gretel. Are you afraid? You just stay right here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared.
Wait for me! Look! Come on, go up on the bed. Now, all we have to do is wait for the boys.
Oh, we won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys weren't frightened too, were you?
Oh no, we just wanted to make sure that you weren't.
It's your idea, Friedrich?
Oh no, it was Kurt's.
That's it, Kurt. That's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers back.
I wish it wouldn't answer so loud.
Maybe if we all sing loud enough, we won't be able to hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay on a
Tell her Jet brother we'll be having our coffee up here.
Yes, sir. He saw on the telephone.
Oh, thank you.
Still no sign of the children, promise?
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains, they're magnificent.
Yes. They're not like ordinary mountains. They're friendly. You see that patch of green trees over there? When the wind blows through it, it's like a restless sea.
That sweet little village.
Oh, that's not a village, it's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
You know, it's fun being with you. You're quite the experience for me.
You're quite the experience of me too. Somewhere in there, there's a fascinating man. Occasionally, I catch a glimpse of him, and when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? Never been called exciting before.
I'm beginning to understand you better. Now that I see you here, you know, you're a little like those mountains. Except you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Maybe I'm just looking for a reason to come back here and stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
I wonder what's keeping Max. I mean, I know that he's desperate for an act for the Salzburg Festival, but you like it here?
Well, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna. I still have Heinrich's estates to look after.
But is it in a corporation?
It is, and I'm president.
You, president of a corporation?
After all, I managed Heinrich's affairs for years before he died.
Yes, but I just can't picture you sitting behind a desk.
Well, of course. I wear a business suit, smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. I heard that Waldo would like his coffee.
While he's telephoning.
We just finished.
Sorry I took so long.
Any luck?
How would you like this for the Karlsberg Festival? The finest choral group in Austria, the greatest mixed quartet in all of Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Max, that sounds like something I'd love to hear.
So would I.
Huh.
All I've got up to this point is a basso, who can't even profundo.
Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And why? Because my motto is, never start out looking for the people you end up getting. That's why I've been telephoning Paris, London, Rome, Stockholm.
Georg's telephone.
How else can I afford it? Why am I up here?
Well, I had hoped it was because you liked me.
Oh, of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. You have an excellent wine cellar.
Max.
I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm with them. Speaking as a government official, Taylor, is there a cathedral around here?
That's our Abbey. Well, not another Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
Oh, we have a beautiful one.
Good. In the next few days, I need to visit all of the towns around here, listen to their singer-runs, choirs, quartets.
You will join us for meals, though, won't you?
Oh, of course. It was in a town about that size, Wattsman, that I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival, became very famous, toured all over the world.
Oh yes, whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. Who lives in that dilapidated castle over there? Rumpelstiltskin?
No, that's Baron Elberfeld, the oldest family in the valley.
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give a dinner for me while I'm here? Nothing very much, just something lavish.
Well, I wouldn't know who to invite. Today it's hard to tell who's a friend and who's an enemy.
This isn't a good time for making enemies. Let's make some friends.
I wonder what's keeping the children.
Worried about them, are you?
Well, they should have been here to greet you.
Couldn't be an intentional slight. You haven't met me yet.
Oh, forgive me. I'll go look for them.
Also, have you made up Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Yes. He hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
And you don't know what that is?
No.
I do.
What?
It's very simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes. He's rich, and you're rich. In all the famous love affairs, the lovers have to struggle. In garret rooms away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. They're famous for misfortune, which they seem to have no fear of, while lovers who are very rich, very seldom hear of.
No sign of them anywhere.
No little shack do you share with me. We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary a care in the world have we.
How can love survive?
Your ponds and jewel a lot. I played in a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing, you haven't got. How can love survive?
No lights for us on the top of a bus. The face of a freezing greenness.
You need your goals in your comfy old rolls, or in one of your birthday cheeses.
Far, very far off the Playbill, quaint and bizarre as a Tivoli. 2 million
before, I had to deliver, I was wondering if I could... Hi!
What do you want?
I have a telegram for Ernest Weiler.
Hi, Mary Weiler.
You've delivered your telegram. Go!
Georg, he's just a boy.
And I am an Austrian. I will not be hired.
Georg, why don't you look at things the way I do? What's going to happen is going to happen. Just be sure it doesn't happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't any character. Because if you did, I'm sure I would hate you.
Oh, you couldn't hate me. I'm too lovable.
There's a call for you. It's from...
I'll take it.
I'm Captain, you're home! Sorry!
Straight line.
Usually someone tells us.
So, you will go and get cleaned up, get into your uniforms, and report back here at once. Frog, where did you get these abominations? From a nightmare.
Out of some curtains. The curtains that used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of air left in them.
Just a moment. You mean to tell me that the entire neighborhood has seen my children running around in old curtains?
Yes, and they become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, there go Captain Von Trapp's children.
Yes, well, my children have always been a credit to my name.
Oh, but Captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little aunties.
I don't care to hear about my children from you.
Well, you must hear it from someone. You're not home long enough to know them.
I said I don't care to hear.
I know you don't, but you've got to! Take Liesel. Liesel isn't a child anymore, and if you keep treating her as one, Captain, you're going to get tiny mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich. Friedrich's afraid of himself. He's shy, he's aloof, he needs you, he needs your
I
confidence.
don't need to hear about my son from you.
Forget it, tell you all about it. She can tell you a lot more if you got to know her, because she notices things. And she always tells the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. And Kurt, he's sensitive, he's easily hurt, you ignore him, you brush him aside the way you all of them. I haven't finished yet! Louisa wants to have a good time, you just gotta let her have a good time. Mars, I don't know about you, but someone has to find out about her, and little Gretel just wants to be loved. Oh, please, Captain, love Gretel, love them all, they need
Stop! Stop it! You will pack your things and head back to the Abbey immediately.
I shouldn't have said those things, not in the way that I said them.
And when you're gone, there will be shame.
With the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music.
I wanted them to sing something for our Schweden when they met.
My heart wants to sing and to sing.
to the gardens, please.
Yes, show me the gardens. I want to see everything, and with you too. I don't know any of your names yet, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long time.
Well, I'm Marta. No, it's not. Mine is.
You were right. Don't even know my own children.
They want so much to you. After I'm gone.
No, I want you to stay.
I can be of any help.
Oh, you've already been a big help. You brought music back to my home. For a while, I forgot to laugh like a brook as it trips and falls over stones. In its way to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I know what is when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Rain and rules on me, honey. I call myself far along the way to run. Came back to congratulate you. Thank you. The captain was very moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased. He asked me to stay with the children
You're staying on
until September.
September.
Yes, then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey.
I'm going to be a nun.
How nice. When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
No. That's right. Now you have to do that to all the guests. Come along, children, the party's started.
Why should they play music? Please.
Of course. Come along.
We've never had a party in our house before.
Oh, yes, there have been many wonderful parties here.
Friedrich and I used to sneak out and watch them from the stairs.
I remember the music. Once, your father brought over a whole orchestra all the way from Budapest.
Yes, and they wore red coats.
Go ahead, but mind your manners. Come along.
I remember beautiful ladies and everybody laughing.
Oh, I remember one lady. Oh, she was the most beautiful girl. I think she used to be here all the time.
Yes.
Can we dance when the guests are dancing?
Yes, of course. Now remember what Fraulein Maria told us.
Yes.
German blood, haven't you?
I am not a German, I am an Austrian.
There's going to be Anschluss. I warn you, and everyone like you. And that goes for our...
It is much more pleasant out on the terrace. Very never found the Baroness. It's nice to have you here.
Frau Schrader's charming, Gail.
I hope she isn't ill.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's just a headache. I was actually on my way up to go see her. We'll find you on the 10th. Thank you.
Father, I don't think these people are having a very good time.
I know, half the people I invited aren't talking to the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're enjoying themselves, not speaking to each other.
Sit down.
Sir, Frau Schrader would like me to let you know that she will be joining you in a few minutes.
Thank you. You might see if she wants a brandy.
Good, I haven't talked so long since I was a little girl. Oh, you remember it? Show me.
But I haven't done since I
Come. You said right hand behind the back?
Yes, that's right. Well, first the boy that go eat.
Yes.
And now they go for a little stroll. So what you write for, right?
That's not how it's done. Let me show you. Yes, perfect. That's how it's done.
Your face is all red.
Well, hello there. I hope you're feeling better, Frau Schrader.
Yes, thank you, Kurt.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max!
Elsa, without a doubt, you're the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Thank you, Max.
Max, you've arrived! And just in time for dinner, I see.
You didn't think you could have a gala without me, did you?
Oh dear. Well, now we have an odd man.
A little odd, but charming.
Liesel, can you go tell Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places? I'd like to see Fräulein Maria, please.
2 places.
Well, yes, we're going to need another woman.
Who? Liesel?
No, she's much too young. I was thinking Maria.
You can't be serious.
But of course.
But she's a nursemaid.
Well, I don't think of her that way.
I don't mind, but you're friends. You can't ask them to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, tell him why not.
Max, can you shave? In a hurry.
Yes, Max, we're going to need you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you up there.
Come on here.
I've dodged these people for over an hour.
Are you seeing your father?
Good evening, Fräulein Maria.
Maybe I find it's nice to see you.
Yes. You're going to.
knew it all along. Frau Schrader doesn't have a headache. She just wanted to get out of the party. She was faking.
Marie, I shouldn't say things you know are true.
Oh, but I do know. I heard her just say to father that she had been dodging these people all night.
That doesn't mean she doesn't have a headache. It's very important that you try to like Frau.
Oh, I like her. All right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fraulein Fudd is never going to marry her. Why, he couldn't.
Why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
No, because it's the kind
You must know that.
every time.
Remember the other night when we were all singing the Edelweiss song that Father had taught us? After we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words, he just stopped singing to look at you. And when he sings to you, the way his voice sounds,
No.
and the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing, you're in love with him.
Gretel, one more dance and then off to bed. Oh, Maria, you're not going to be dinner with the children tonight. You'll be dining with us. No, it's already been arranged. I just need you to change and I need you to hurry, please. Oh, Maria, could you wear the dress you wore the other night? You know when we were singing? It was quite lovely.
Oh no! Children will want to say goodnight. Georg, I wanted the children to say goodnight the way they did last night.
No, not yet.
Please, the way they did for me, it was so sweet.
Children are not singing in public.
Please, Georg, for me.
Presto, chango.
Max, you're just in time. Children! Now.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is calling out to say cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but for me who tell us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, I'll be to say goodnight. I hate to go, and it is very sad. So long, farewell, I'll be to say adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you. So long, farewell, I want you to say I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne.
No.
So long, farewell, I'll be to say goodbye. I leave and here beside and say goodbye. Let you go, I cannot tell a lie. I think really I cry. Someone has gone to bed and so must I. So long, farewell, I'll be to say goodbye,
Dinner is served.
Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fräulein Maria taught me to do it.
I've been looking all over Austria for something like this, and I find it here.
Wait a minute, Max.
It'll be the talk of the festival. 7 children in one family.
Gabe didn't want him to sing in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Ah, so you have influence. You must speak to him.
Max!
Elsa, this is for Austria. And it wouldn't do me any harm.
Sister Sophia, take our new postulant to the robing room. God bless you, my daughter. Abbey.
Maria has asked to see you. I know it has taken her a long time.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
Why did they send her back? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I shall speak to her.
Maria?
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I felt confused. I never felt that way before when I knew that here I would be away from it, that here I would be safe.
Maria, our Abbey is not to be used as an escape. What is it that you cannot face?
I can't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margaretta. Maria? Are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me about it, my child.
Regina said that I was, and that her father was in love with me. And there we were looking at each other. I could hardly breathe, and then I knew I couldn't stay.
But you do like him, Maria.
Oh, yes.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I did, I didn't know that I did. And that's what's been torturing me. I was there without ever to have asked for the captain's love would have been wrong. I don't know, Mother. But I do know this. I'm ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love of a man and woman is holy too. The first time we talked together, you told me that you remembered your father and mother before they died. Do you remember? Were they happy?
Yes, Mother, they were very happy.
Maria, you were born of their happiness, of their love. And my child, you have a great capacity to love. What you must find out is, how does God want you to spend your love?
I pledge my life to God's service. I pledge my life to God.
My daughter, if you love this man, it doesn't mean that you love God any less. You must find out. You must go back.
Please don't ask me to do that. Please let me stay here.
These walls were not meant to shut out problems. You have to face them.